Played this game. First Turnabout, Episode 1. Yes. Cats. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about what voice I was gonna give him. No, it's too late.
It's supposed to be mysterious.
I've gotta find someone to pin this on. I mean, I think this is the only one where they give it away, right? Someone like
I guess, yeah.
Oh, I clicked and I think it skipped something? No, it didn't. I'll make it look like he did it. Can I speed up this text speed just a little bit? August 3rd, District Court. Boy, am I nervous. Do you want to do Mia?
Sorry, I closed out of Discord on
Thanks.
accident. Yeah.
So, you want to take Mia? Or...
Going great. Yes, I will. Just give me a sec. I was trying to set up Discord and then I closed it.
Rip.
Because I'm good at this.
So I guess let's do turn that off.
Okay, I'm ready.
Actually, maybe I guess low is fine.
We're so prepared.
I mean,
wow.
We do so much setup.
Wow.
We took 2 minutes to try and get audio right. I'm sure that's how much effort regular people do this. So,
we good now?
Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Well. Oh, hiya, Chief.
Well, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. No, I should...
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die.
It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah, sigh. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? That's news. The newspapers say it was you. Okay. His eyes.
Rest in peace.
My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In 23 years I've known him, that's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Do you think it's easier if I, double click to get the text boxes done, or should I let it play out? I don't want you to feel rushed. Do you want to do the judge? There's gonna be a
Do you
lot
want
of
me
judge.
to? Okay. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Wait, is that the same voice I give the villain? Oh, well.
It doesn't matter. There's gonna be so many voices.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What a baby. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, head shaking, eyesight fading.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Yeah, I guess don't double click because then you skip my dialogue.
Yeah. Okay. Larry Butts. The defendant?
Nice.
Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Haha.
It's lagging. I can't see what's happening.
Oh no.
Oh no. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Woo, I know this one. I'm glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... wait. Uh-oh. No way! I forgot! I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Look at the court.
we can look at it. Yeah. There you go. Right. Yeah. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death. 4 to 5 p.m. Cause of death. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. I'm sure that will come in handy. How do I...
And the profiles.
Okay, so escape. Sometimes escape lets me go back, but sometimes it doesn't. Mia Fey, age 27, chief attorney at Fey & Co. My boss and a very good defense attorney. Larry Butts, the defendant in this case, a likable guy who's been my friend since grade school. Cindy Stone, age 22, the victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Winston Payne, age 52, the prosecutor for this case, lacks presence, generally bad at these points across. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. I hope I didn't say that already.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed. That's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently.
Smack.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant Mr. Butts to the stand. Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record.
Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can clearly see what kind of woman this Mrs. Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? Smack. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Wins. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we?
I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone.
Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Nope. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do now? I guess we try and stop him. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well, then we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness?
Oh, sorry. The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Wait. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Saw It to the stand.
Should I voice him?
Yeah, sure.
Because you're doing like all the voices.
Mr. Saw It, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Yeah, you can go ahead.
Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Saw It, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Dun dun.
Witness account.
I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman. Not moving. Dead! I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1:00 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Cell phones weren't a thing back then.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building.
Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawat used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record added.
Now, Mr. Wright.
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor.
All right, right. This is it. The real deal. That was hard to say.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Well, how you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
Huh? How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
What's some stank? Okay.
Open the court record with tab, then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Dun dun.
I think we already read something important. Let me see. Yeah, you don't have to repeat it. So...
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to voice it again.
Victim, Paris, noon to 6 p.m. And then the time of death was 4 to 5. And he said something wrong, yeah. So, go back. How do I go back? There we go. So...
She wasn't dead by that time.
Tab. Dead. Objection.
I think it was supposed to be the autopsy report, yeah.
Oh, uh-oh. This evidence... Oh, he might... How exactly?
Yeah, that's the wrong response.
Yeah. Oh no, it messed up on the first go.
Now we have to start all over. It's all your fault. Perfect run.
It was a 1 p.m.
Ended.
So...
You show the autopsy report because she wasn't dead yet.
Oh yeah, that's... Wait, what did I hit? Why did I pick that one?
You showed the phone bill, the blackout record, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I just saw a time and was like, that must be it, right? You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Sorry, I can't really see. It's lagging again. Okay. Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Maybe I can fix that. 1 sec. See if this helps. Brightness back up, please. Okay. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that. Oh,
Objection! This is
You
trivial.
don't have to voice that.
The witness merely forgot the time. I want to say objections.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait! I remember now! Would you care to give your testimony again? Dun dun. I'll voice the changed parts.
Sure.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
Yeah, you do.
From the television. How could you?
But the power was out!
How can you hear it from the television if the power was out? I need to get used to these keys. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard the television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Okay. Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Gladly. Hearing the time, yeah. Okay, so where was the contradiction here? Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. It was a table clock. There was a table clock. Okay, so the clock.
It's not the murder weapon. The murder weapon was the thinker.
Is that a contradiction? I don't.
Yeah, because he calls the clock a murder weapon, but how would he know?
Oh, he says it's just like a. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the murder weapon.
Oh, right, I forgot. Okay, wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock?
What? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Saw It.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne?
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. That is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now?
I don't know, but yes, I'll say yes anyway. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet this witness testified that he has never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction.
Nice. Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock, because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Okay, yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. I feel like there are, slight assumptions there, right?
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. As you can see, Mr. Saw It. The sound must have left quite an impression. Understandable since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless?
I don't hear the game anymore, but that's okay.
No. Really? Nope, I don't.
It's fine. I don't need to hear the game.
Hey, something went wrong and we couldn't stream the sound from your app? Whatever, Discord, who cares? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never... Look, I hate the clock. I heard... No, I mean, I saw it. I saw... That's so nasty. That's so nasty. Shut up, shut up, shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! I saw him! He killed her, and he should be burned! Burn, give him death!
Rude.
Order. Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor?
You claim the sound of the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
This whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... I guess sound the clock? Let's sound the clock now, here in this court, Your Honor. May I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Me? I think it's 8:25.
That certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ack! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw It heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw It, try to talk your way out of this one. Please keep your shirt.
You forgot one thing!
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, It proves nothing! How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case!
He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness. That's how you say it, right?
Indict? Yeah, that's right. It looks like
indict.
indict.
This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Saacool. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! You lawyers are all slime!
Grr, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you.
Angie.
There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Saacool.
Wait, okay.
Don't.
Chief.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. No one can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Probably.
You gotta.
Wait, maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
She was in Paris.
Yeah.
Where's the button?
Time zones.
The victim had just returned from home from abroad the day of the murder. Before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast.
Where is this courthouse?
The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. Japerica. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Mr. Done It.
Got him!
No. Gross.
Nasty.
First you throw your hair at me.
Order! Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected.
Hey, Saul.
Mr. Payne, your witness?
He was arrested and taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time.
It was almost like this was a tutorial case. Thank you, Your Honor.
Wow. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty!
And confetti!
And with that, this court is adjourned.
It seems like no matter how we assign it, like someone's gonna have to do heavy talking.
Right? Because there's only two of us.
Yeah. It turns out that Frank Saacool was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Syatt let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching for the place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Syatt grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.
Ew.
Ketchup. District Court. Oh, yeah. Woo, I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chiefs looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. Oh, but my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind. You better not shame her, Phoenix.
Right? Yeah. Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you! I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Same, Larry. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present.
A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry.
Are you so sure?
Excuse me?
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
No, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend?
You really like that turn of phrase.
Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? It's the thinker, right?
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's gotta be.
Why would she bring it with her?
On a flight. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better.
Yeah. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Ooh.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends."
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. No! Alright, so that's 1/5 of this game done, right? I'm sure the other trials won't be that much longer.
Yay.
Alright. We good to go?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh, no, I already did that. Backspace. Brr, brr. Me.
Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia! What's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No. You know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. I think that was the wrong.
Yeah, I don't...
Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay.
American
We'll hit the
burger.
usual joint. All right, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
Me. Convocation resorted. No. Okay, so this is... Yeah, okay, I know.
You can just use a neutral voice because we're not supposed to know.
Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Ho ho. You're not cognizant of my background? Gathering information is my business.
A tree? I should have been more careful.
Ho ho ho.
Santa.
My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. No.
No. Oh no. Gotta hate him.
Angie. Red, white, blue.
No.
Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we would all go out to dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. That smell. Blood.
Sis.
Someone's there? Chief! 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 Who are you? The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade, until finally she was cold. Chief! No clues here. Some shards of glass are scattered on the floor. They seem to be remnants of a glass light stand. Okay, it's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became a murder weapon again. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place. Chief, it's hard saying it like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the corner. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. It must be glass shards. Nice. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Wait, it just appeared. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? Gasp. A word written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia wrote this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. Receipt. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. How do I press? That girl just now, where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh, I hope she didn't run on me. Oh, there she is. Yikes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here.
Maya. Maya Faye.
Maya Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me, can you tell me what happened?
I came in. The room was dark. And Sis.
So she was already dead. So, you're the chief's...
sister. I'm her younger sister.
And you were here visiting? This late at night? You knew this!
Bro, yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her.
Evidence?
Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker.
Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt.
That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name?
Please just calm down.
Why would Sis write my name?
Uh-oh, now I've done it. I'd better hurry up and call the police. Just real quick, how do I change it? No, I can't change controls here. Oh well. Wait, what am I doing? Call? Where's the phone? Back. No, not there.
You gotta, I think in the other...
Where's the phone?
On the other part of the office where Mia is,
oh, okay.
You can slide. Like it's a bigger picture.
Alright, here. So.
There, it already shifted for you. Nice.
Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny, a few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Do you want to be
Police! Please, come quick.
Oh, okay, I thought that was Gumshoe.
Was it the girl? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the girl. I thought that was Gumshoe, and I was like,
I thought it was... I guess it's the girl, huh?
oh,
There,
yeah.
yeah, okay. I'll be her.
Okay. She's holding a phone.
See, this is why we need to do neutral voices, because we can't make assumptions.
Yeah. Ledger, everything. Okay, so... I don't know. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. All she used this PC for was email. She picked up the ancient model, and this ancient model had some ground stuff for practically nothing. All the chief's important documents are packed here. What? The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I better not use it. Okay. Q. Okay. Nothing.
Did you click the plant?
I did. I thought.
Not that plant. The other plant. Scroll back. Charlie. Oh, the chair.
The chief's chair. A simple functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in.
There you go.
A perfectly normal office desk.
Oh no.
Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. I guess plant's not selectable.
Sad.
What
His
else?
name is Charlie.
Okay, I guess we'll go leave here. No clues here. Yeah, back. Move back to the office. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee
Oh
woo.
yeah, because she called the police.
The police. Sounds like they're coming this way.
Freeze, police!
So, do you want to
My
be
boy. Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see?
Gumshoe? What an odd name.
We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder.
See? It must have been that woman I
See?
saw.
See? Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay?
Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have. No.
Whoa! Excuse me! Does the word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not... Case closed! You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What?
Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. The next day, in the morning. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal.
Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looked so tired.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first, I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up.
Really?
Whoa, did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder now. What's wrong? You don't think I can do it?
No, no one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it.
Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought.
It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you.
Heard? Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while.
Okay, well, I didn't. Okay.
So he crashed and burned. He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
Oops.
That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this, Mia.
I know.
There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
What's with that outfit?
Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say.
Acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training.
A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Rude, Phoenix. Can you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes, that clock shaped like the thinker.
The one Larry made? How could that have been evidence in a case?
Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah. I forgot how to delete those things.
Crazy how cell phones do that. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it.
Right. Oh. I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it.
I'll write you a note so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. Maya's memo. Right. Did this change? Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay.
No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Because we already went through this?
Yep.
Yeah, so let's just skip it. Practical clockwise first service. When did you arrive at the office?
It was right around 9 o'clock. The lights were off and I could smell blood. But then I found her, my sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I needed to hear for now. So you're an acolyte, or medium in training.
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too.
I had no idea. Wait, what?
What?
Okay, I need to stop.
You need to slow down, boy.
Okay. You're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that?
Yes, in training.
Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her.
I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me?
Yeah, sure.
No, I will.
It's a bit of a rude, but why not? Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents?
Hmm.
I see. Don't worry, leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
What if this guy refuses?
They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon.
And visiting hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back.
Okay, bye.
Grossberg.
Gross.
September 6th. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that light is made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone's got money to burn. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Is that everything? Okay. Expensive potted plant. Even the plants. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. So I need to move? The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues.
Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you?
No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry?
Nah, I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right?
He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Gumtree. Gumtree, was it? Detective Gumtree?
Gumtree? Gum doesn't grow on trees, pal.
It grows on shoes.
And I'm the one in charge here, so don't push your luck.
Whatever you say, Detective.
Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick.
Hey, Dick, get over here.
Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you'd better do it quick.
Ooh, he thinks I'm not Maya's lawyer. About Mrs. Fay, did you do an autopsy?
You want to know the results, huh? Now don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all.
Autopsy report. Single force trauma, instantaneous death. About Maya.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win.
Why do you say that?
The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution.
Oh, I wonder who that is. Edgeworth.
I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all.
Prosecutor Edgeworth.
That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you?
Of course I do. I know him. He's a free prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict.
And I love him. Don't talk about him that way. You make him sound barely human.
He's my boyfriend.
Such those words. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case.
So, Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became a prosecutor at the incredible age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and
This is the first time I'm playing Phoenix Wright, and actually I'm older than the character. Or I
Oh,
guess, wait, how old is Phoenix right now?
he's probably like 21, right?
Can you see the court record?
Oh, yeah, right.
And like the profiles?
It's 27,
I'm
17,
still younger than Mia.
30, 24, and Phoenix
Yeah,
is
I'm
not more.
older than them. Good.
I think Phoenix is the same age as Edward, so he's
Yeah.
23.
Because I think he was 23. I'm older than them now. Damn.
They look like complete adults, and I'm just like. All I know for sure is that Edward hate crimes with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. I was wondering, did you see my FA cell phone?
Oh, that? I have that.
Do you think you could give it back?
Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer.
Uh-oh, he's on to me. You just asked. Tell it to him straight, I guess. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me.
Something the matter?
Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective.
Nope. I know nothing, pal.
Same. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets.
You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory.
Impressive. You're quite the detective.
Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all.
Seems he didn't notice a recorded conversation. My
Nice.
cell phone received from detective. Check the court record together with conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to.
You all done, pal?
Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now.
Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you'd better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal.
Come to think
I
of
get
it,
to voice her too. I'm gonna
I'd
voice
completely
her.
forgotten about her. The witness.
Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this. But I can't tell you anything about her.
Thanks for the name. You just told me the name. You spelled it out. So you sent her home already, then?
You're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not gonna go outside her room until the trial.
So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information.
You got that right, pal.
Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Oh yeah, I think we already saw this. I want you to
Yep.
Back. Water Hotel. Yeah, same day.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi. It's smooth, right? Real smooth.
You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal.
Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Ooh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Har 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 har. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look.
Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you?
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could possibly be inside the drawer. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Ooh, observe incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary.
Oh, better not encourage her. Or, you know, that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please?
Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you?
Ooh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here.
You know, you're cute when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Alright. Can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you?
Ooh, and amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage?
Oh.
Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers.
Oh boy. So, I don't think I can examine while she's here. What's inside, I wonder? Maybe later. Alright, look. Bottle and 2 glasses, someone must be staying with her. A simple bed, yeah. Still seen painting. Wait, should that be still life? Never. One of those is hanging on the wall. Okay, I think that's... Is there anything I can do? Don't think so. So, is Grossberg home yet? Still out, okay. Well, if that, I'll take Grossberg then?
I can do Grossberg since you're going to be Phoenix this whole time.
Yeah. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I ever heard.
So, you're the one they say has been looking for me?
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes, well, yeah.
Then what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed.
Not busy? Then how can no one could get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it.
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey.
Yes. Maya Fey. Go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son.
Huh.
I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on? He refused me before I even got the chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take this case.
Well, you see, it's just... I'm busy, you see.
But the
Sorry, am I really loud?
To me slightly? Let me check the audio again, why not?
I can back up. When I do these big guys' voices, I'm like, I need to be as loud as possible.
It should be okay. Volume sound good? Yeah, okay, so people are saying it's fine.
Okay, cool.
But the client is Maya Fey's sister. Maya trusted you, Mia. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have the time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Think not.
Huh? Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Well, why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here? How did you know Mia Fey?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
A mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one.
That's quite a painting.
You notice? It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. And I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
3 million what? It's not for sale.
I'm not buying. Jeez. Was there anything? I don't think so. So
I'm an attorney.
should just show that to everyone.
He already saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if presenting it.
So back to my. No wait, that wasn't back to my. Oops.
This is Gumshoe. Oh no, he's gone.
Observe Charlie.
Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now.
Pretty sure its name is Charlie.
Yeah. Detention. There we go.
Good job.
That's what I meant to hit. It's 4 p.m. Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
Oh, well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones.
What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then.
What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know, so she could still be alive.
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined?
After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain.
So, you live by yourself?
Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So, who was this man who, ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? Or, they didn't, yeah. Well, the intonation was bad, but whatever.
The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim.
Wow, so what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought?
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
White.
Excuse me? White?
That was his name. My sister told me.
White.
Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? Yep, I guess we go home.
Game's over.
I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well, I can't do it. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've
Damn.
been there a long time ago.
Baby.
Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one in their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me.
That's so kind of you.
Poor baby.
Baby.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right, thank you.
Oh, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay?
It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. So what was inside of that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into that drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Okay.
You got your phone back.
I can't. Just show her it. Oh, well. Oh, I can. Hey, I got your cell phone back.
Oh, say. Can I listen to my sister's voice?
Oh. Maya's eyes closed, and she listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks.
Thank you.
There's something in the office we had to find, right? Mia's desk perfectly clean as always. The only thing that's missing is Maya. Maybe it's not yet. Oh well.
Should I do this one too?
I'm thinking, okay, do you want to do Edgeworth?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll do this. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment, at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, her facilities. If you've no need for anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like, or enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. Yeah, you came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? Oh, I mean, you don't have to...
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Oh, a wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh, bellboy, still there?
Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court.
Dun, dun, dun.
To be continued. Yeah. The next day at 10 a.m. in court. It's...
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth, my boyfriend.
My boyfriend.
I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. That's not suggestive at all.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe.
I think since you have like a lot of characters here, I should take the judge maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please, describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir.
The court accepts this statue into evidence. Let me get in a better position. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record.
Now, detective.
He's hanky.
Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. My face arrest.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment, you say? Very well, Miss Wright. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. Or, I guess, this is my voice. The witness always...
Yeah, you're reading it.
Yeah, the witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination.
Dun dun.
It's fine. 2 people. Yeah, it's us.
Press them on everything.
Well, yeah, okay. Let's go back then. Why is that? What's your reason? Okay. That was... Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it. You did say it.
You said it.
Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't Pink, pal.
I don't know about that.
Well, I guess she is Pink.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes.
Gah.
Sorry, I got the order of things and accepted my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Pal. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
Dun, dun. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my very own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim read the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Yeah. If you know what I mean.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Hard evidence. And let's... So, defense badge, death was instantaneous, that's it. So, last stand, butts, Mace Hotel, just looking at the room. So, death was instantaneous, so that's a contradiction. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note? That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey? That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, Detective. Immediate death due to blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But...
No but-ing your way out of this one, Detective. Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately would not have the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When? Can I just put I forget? Oh, no, I think I can just put the day of the murder. I'm pretty sure it was the day of the murder.
You're wrong there, pal. We didn't write an autopsy report until the day after.
Oh, right. The prosecution's point being?
No. That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A second autopsy report was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning.
No way!
Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all.
I see. Damn you, Edgeworth, and your hot hair.
Fuck.
I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve.
Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say?
I guess. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution.
No. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court.
Understood. The court accepts the evidence.
Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer.
I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good.
Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes.
Let the witness Miss April May take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent?
Rude. Don't shame women, Phoenix.
He has opinions.
Witness, your name, please.
April May. At your service. Wink.
Jiggle. Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. I mean, only it could be both.
Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th, when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fay & Co. law offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what
Phoenix
you
is
saw.
like, hey, only I can call Edgeworth Big Boy.
Hey, that's my pet nickname. Witness account.
It was 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Wink.
Well, Your Honor.
I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, I understand you are Miss Maya Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies.
Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination, if only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay. Why did you do that? Huh?
Huh? Why? Why what?
Why did you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something?
Oh, well, tea.
What? And that's it? She can't get out of this question that easily.
I sort of, you know,
Wait.
I had a feeling.
Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Go for it. Let's see how far I can run with this. Surely you must have had a reason to look out your window at that time of night.
Ooh.
Her eyes are getting less kawaii.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness.
Badgering?
You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stop him. Yeah, that poor girl.
Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl, what about poor me?
You looked out the window. What did you see next?
Okay, so press on that one. Yeah. The woman with long hair. That was Mia Fey?
Uh-huh. Slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing.
Your thing?
And the person attacking her?
Let's press. How do you know she was with the defendant? She was the defendant.
Huh? Well, you know. She had a girlish physique. Women know these things. Look, I just know, okay?
There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. Your testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor.
He's right. I'm questioning it anyway. Hold on a minute. This testimony stinks.
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. About this, I mean.
Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. I mean, it's just you know.
It's just a half up, half down.
However, this witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus!
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way that night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. So did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say, you meat lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her.
Dun dun. I did see everything. I did. The victim, a woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. The kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you?
I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Yeah, witness account. Let's go. So, let's see. How did you know it was a clock? A clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently?
Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all.
No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Do I just present it? Because I think that's her knowing that it's a clock becomes a contradiction, right?
Yeah.
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this clock of the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock?
Oh,
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns.
Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. Objection. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before, exactly one time, like yesterday.
Murderer.
Only once. Bang. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whew, that was close. If he stopped me there, trial would be over.
Huh? What? So, what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.?
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
The law offices of Fay & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No.
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look, right now.
It's in a book.
See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Oh, don't...
Fat?
Well, Miss May?
No. Tisk.
Hello?
Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction.
Oh. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it.
And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor.
Putting his finger in the face. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
Oh, it's impossible, of course.
What a Santos. I have proof.
What?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves that when the clockwork was removed was her conversation, I think. Yep. Well, you need to stop double-clicking. Present. Take that. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Oh, you have a girly phone.
Boo. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder.
What?
Order.
The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
And perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Yep. You want me to skip this?
Yeah, just give it.
Yeah, if you could. The clock isn't working right now. It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Saturday, 10 a.m.-ish.
Beep.
Your Honor, I think this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Now, let me get rid of this. Cool. Okay, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock?
Oh, well, isn't it obvious? I I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot.
So the witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yeah, obviously. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before. Made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world, and the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse.
Oh, sick burn!
Oh, excuse is not on sale today. But pushing it.
Ooh.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. Have a look at this.
That?
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim. Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not?
Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap.
This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not.
Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple.
What? The sexual tension.
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is their conversation. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Beep.
Yeah. It's a clock. It's made to look like a thinker, and it tells time. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she look amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you! What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer!
It's not fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal a final blow. Yeah, I guess I'll just do either wiretap. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant?
Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone? Ha, I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer.
Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee?
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Think.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder.
So, where does that leave us?
It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder.
No, they're going to let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboy. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
What? I'd better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony, otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Accept. Alright, I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood, I accept your condition.
Fool. You fell right into my trap. You activated my trap card.
Uh-oh, wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
It's all you. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy.
Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very well, very good, sir. I'm the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call at 8 p.m. in the evening from our guest Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered the iced coffee to our guest Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder somehow, Maya will be finished. I am the head 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 on the dot. 9 on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished. 9 p.m., the time of the murder. Brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. Press. Precisely 9 p.m. then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, teehee, like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the clock of 9, sir. But why would she be so particular about the time? And I delivered the iced coffee to her. You are sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're
I'm so quirky.
very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, the guest sir favored me with an embrasser, sir. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. That was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Tisk tisk. Finally you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here.
It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Protests.
No.
Wait, please wait.
No takey backsies.
Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough.
Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay, this is really it now. My last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in? Tell me about check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May. Oh, all right. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful person. Just my type of girl, so it was disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me. What exactly was a disappointment? Well, I'm not without charm, sir. But even I'd have little chance with her lover there. What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
I object. That was objectionable.
Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if it wasn't specifically asked, sir.
You fool!
I've done it. I've won. I maybe jumping the gun there. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who was checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has previously been revealed, as Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man who was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it were too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough. The court has acknowledged the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into the matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
We did it, boys.
Yay. The next day? Or is this... yeah, okay, this is the same day. At 2 p.m. in the court lobby.
Mr. Wright! You were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know.
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Uh-oh.
The face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
Mine too, Maya. If you say so.
So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... no, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
The lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Says...
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been struck from the record. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Alright, it's been
To be continued.
2 hours. You good to go?
Yeah, dog.
Alright.
I can go all night.
Alright, let's go.
Let's finish the game today.
That's gonna take all day. Okay. Seventh. Same day, 3 p.m.
Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving.
Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May.
No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask.
Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head?
Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard.
So, what is it you wish to ask me then,
For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? About the man.
Funny
who
when
sta-
she gets angry, the heart button flips upside down. I'm like, that's just like Spindle.
Yeah. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. She's also pink. Maybe she's...
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on.
No way, Jose.
Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone?
Oh, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal.
Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss May.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, hmm? Creep.
This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person.
Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer.
But Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers, or just against me? Present. Yeah, there's nothing. Let's move. Maybe the bellboy will give us something to work on. September 7th. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks? Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. Or, no, that wrong voice, whatever. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Great Waters rep, as they say. Huh, rep? Yes, our reputation as well as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir? Not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? Oh. Yes. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely. On that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. I guess let's check out Mr. Grossberg's place. Huh. Looks like Grossberg is out today, again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason.
The painting. It's gone.
Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, there was a painting of Marvin Grossberg. Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. Oh, there we go. What's this, old photos? There's 2 lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. Deal 6 Incident Exhibit A, Deal 6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took? For now, yeah. I think I'll swap them. Photograph added to the
Only one at a time.
Nothing else of importance. Let's go see a bellboy. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm a lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I read an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? This guy is way too excited about it. Have him write it down. Why not? Well, sure. Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. And bellboy's affidavit. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this.
So much stuff.
Describes the man. Okay. Back. Let's move. Swap the photos. He's out again, huh? No more photos on the desk. Oops. Looks like I missed out. Is there anything here? Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this play a working over. Doubt there's any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Yeah, there's, let's go back to the detention center.
You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone?
Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me.
Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart.
That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head.
No, Phoenix, don't.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he?
I'm not telling.
Look, he's been accused of murder. I don't think you want to be protecting him.
Would you have sold out the late Miss Faye to the cops?
No.
See?
Damn. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Could you have a look at this?
I definitely didn't catch that.
It was just like, what's this? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw, such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere.
That
This
eye
is it.
twitch.
All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press.
What?
Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation.
Oh, fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer.
Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive.
Why are you pumping your fists in the air?
Anyway, now, tell me about the man you were with.
That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp.
Nice name. Red, White?
He's a fucking American.
Information gathering.
Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency.
So this is the man who was with you the night of the murder?
I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her.
Huh, it's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. White, Red White, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. I mean, you could have kept using that.
Again, his pocket's too small. Lawyer pocket's too small.
Time to go to Blue Corp. This will end well, I'm sure.
Who's voicing?
Oh, let me think. What's with the surreal decor? I guess I'll do it.
I can do it. So you're not talking to yourself?
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage.
What the?
Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking about the title you go by.
Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably.
Mr. Wright, is it? Right, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I haven't intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary.
What is this guy's problem?
I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the wordily challenged.
What a fruitcake.
Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come meet me like this.
What does he mean by that?
No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself?
Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter's off the scale.
Oh my god, I hate him so much.
Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is that a replica? Okay, where's my mouse? It disappeared.
Rest in peace.
Mouse?
Whoa, whoa.
What are you doing? Mouse. I'll take it out and put it back in, I guess. Are you around? There you go.
Ridiculosity. I have no interest in anything but originals. That right there is a bona fide original, worth 5 million for sure.
5 million what?
5 million wood.
Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not?
Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done.
What she has done? You mean the wiretap?
Indeed. She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable she would do this.
It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room?
Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy.
Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly.
No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that.
He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May.
Oh, the police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement.
What kind of company is Blue Corp, anyway?
Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say, we are the future.
Sell information?
In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue.
Very complicated.
I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? This man is so deep.
Very complex. There's something that's been bothering me.
Yes, what might that be?
That big painting on the wall over there. You know, I've actually seen that painting before.
Oh?
Just yesterday, actually.
Your point being?
My point is simple, or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall?
Mr. Wrong, was it?
Right.
It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you?
A lawyer?
No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger.
What? Oh, oof. He punched me.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge anyway, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty.
What?
Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding.
So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible?
I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume?
Mr. Grossberg's, yes.
Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you? Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. Fucking punched him.
Like, yeah.
With all those rings. They're pretty much brass knuckles.
Yeah, he's pretty much...
Mm-mm.
Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Ahem!
Jumping Jehoshaphat! Oh, you!
What's wrong? You looked so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days.
I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess.
Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. So you came to see the trial?
Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep.
Really? What was that?
Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl.
I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know.
A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy.
He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit.
Oh, I see.
Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something's been bothering me.
Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy.
You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Red White's office.
So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting.
Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow.
Connected, you say?
Yes, I know what it is.
You're lovers! Oh!
I knew it. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof.
Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate?
What's he talking about?
Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now.
15 years?
All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed.
Name on the back of those photographs.
As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did.
So that's the connection.
It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible.
Impossible? Why?
He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians.
What?
They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years.
What is the DL6 incident?
DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium.
A medium?
Her name was Misty Fey.
Hey.
Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud.
And this is what Maya was talking about the other day.
I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident.
Okay. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg?
The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him.
You told White?
He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. But because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail.
I see.
White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office.
Mia's office?
She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found.
I love how his mustache moves.
Got anything? Don't think so. Let's go to her office.
Office time.
It's funny looking at this room. It seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Yeah, weird. An old movie poster, apparently. This was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Oh, oops. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Right. T, U, W. White. Nice work, Phoenix.
Phoenix, didn't you go to law school?
The entire W section is missing. Was it taken?
Check the other alphabet.
Mia's desk. Perfectly clean as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. All the cases. Alphabetical. So... let's try through I. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my I. A, B, F. Misty Faye, that's me and Maya's mother. Should I take a look?
It's in a book.
Reading. I've
tarnished the Fae name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished.
I was determined to find the ones who made my mother blame herself this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion, his name is...
The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. All cases. Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this? Yeah, sure. Well, no harm in reading through. Suicide reports, politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one.
God damn, Phoenix.
News clipping is not
Serious music.
The sky's blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Okay, Phoenix.
Phoenix is such a poet.
So, with these, I guess, Grossberg? Let's see. I heard that call. Found this in Mia's files.
So she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court.
Not a bad idea. I guess we're gonna shove it in his face or something?
Well, aren't you persistent?
Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you.
Mr. Lawyer. I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear?
Transparent.
Hands it to him, rips it.
Yeah, that's kind of... I'm pretty sure this is the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician.
Hmm.
He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life.
And this concerns me how?
I found this article in Mia's office.
Miss Mia?
She had a file filled with articles like these. I mean, this seems like you should...
Yeah, Phoenix, tell him everything.
Every one of them was labeled with a single word, White.
Hmm.
Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him.
Blackmail?
Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in a lot of suicide cases, all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I?
What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, no, no. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia.
Me. Secretary's office, hello?
Mr. Wrong will be leaving now.
Yes, sir, I'll send someone right away. Well, wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. You're wrong, Mr. White.
Excuse me?
What I should be doing now is going after you.
Just what are you insinuating?
Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be you. Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Beep. Secretary's office.
We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office.
Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, that you? Oh, I guess this is...
Wait, that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor? I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia, goddamn, the Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quiet, dude.
Dude.
I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man.
What?
Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now.
Beep.
Beep. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia.
How dare you?
I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local Lawyers Association, you see. You will be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they will make you look that they make even you look competent. Sorry, the words were strange in my brain.
My brain is a little fatigued too. I feel faint. What is that? Come on.
Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, butts! Hairy butts!
Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry.
Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong.
I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's gonna set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea.
Right. Mr. Wright.
Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention?
Just now, yes. All thanks to you.
Haha, no, I'm afraid we've switched places.
The backgrounds didn't switch, though.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly indicate.
What? You mean you...
I had explained what had happened to Maya.
I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do?
Well... Help me break out of here. Well, we'll need some dynamite and a picklock. Well, you could cheer for me in court.
Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader?
Yeah, like that.
All right, leave it to me.
I have to get pom-poms?
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm going to go get a uniform and some pom-poms.
Wait.
What?
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
No way.
No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know that you're on my side. And there isn't really anything you can do for me anyway.
But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I gotta give that man a piece of my mind.
Just a piece. Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two.
You have a lot of free time for a 17-year-old, huh? Times may change, yet with crimes it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With a true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him.
That shit-eating grin, though.
Oh.
Woo. Woo, 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 woo.
To be continued. The next day morning, yay.
Well, I guess this is it.
Oops. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today.
Ah, Phoenix, look.
Oh no, prosecutor Edgeworth.
Oh no, he's hot! I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday.
Huh?
I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me.
What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story?
I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty.
I don't know if that's a good method.
So I make that my policy.
Edgeworth, you've changed.
Huh? Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix.
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this.
This is legal.
Let's go.
This is how law works.
And now I just brought a high schooler with me for fun. court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime.
I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Let's go. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Makahiya13?
I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court.
Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off and I get nowhere.
I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? Name.
These two are great together.
My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino.
White boy?
Nino. I guess they don't have the N yet. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp.
What? Okay, come on.
Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? Mia. That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel at the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why, tell you what you already know.
Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ow.
I hope you have made peace with your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer.
Huh.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over.
If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. You cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I was reading by the window. Let's press. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay and Co. law offices.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I was not paying attention.
No worries.
Correct. That is the only window you see.
And there you were reading papers?
Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Business.
A bedlam?
It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue.
So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound.
But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night.
No snoop? Yeah, right. You made a career out of snooping. Spiky haired? Is that it?
It wouldn't.
What you just said directly conflicts with Mrs. May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl.
I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer.
Just what is your eyesight?
Counting both eyes, 40.
40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway?
And what did you do then?
What was Miss May doing at the time?
She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly.
Did you know she had been tapping the Fay office's phone?
Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Fay woman.
You'd make a good politician, Mr. White.
Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente.
Please continue. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened.
Of course. Comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Alright, there we go. Something.
We did it, fam.
Something. Yay.
Woo.
Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave.
What is this?
You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right.
Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her.
I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd?
Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once.
I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction.
There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts.
What?
Obviously the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel.
What?
Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been?
In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course.
What?
More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court exactly where Mr. White was standing. Take that. This is where he was. Look. The when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left.
Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing.
Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting?
Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched.
You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer.
What now? He's laughing?
The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more?
Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy.
Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely, that is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer?
That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Okay, so one of these is, hit her savagely. Autopsy report, died from one blow. Is it the first or the second? You hit her twice. Okay, that's the one. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts.
In the balls!
Wasn't it you who told this court that you were abso-positively perfect?
I will refrain from using this phrase from now on.
Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony.
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Yes, quiet. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Yeah! We want justice! Don't let him get away!
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White.
Oh, okay. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap!
Swip. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting.
Deal with it.
Shit on the floor if you have to.
Let's see, you heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing?
Huh? Oh, that? The glass light stand.
Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, very odd. This is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White,
Huh? What?
you're saying you saw the glass light stand?
Yes?
Then change your testimony to reflect that.
Sorry, my bad.
The witness will revise his testimony.
Okay, of course. The light stand was laying on the floor when I looked.
Alright. I think if I just do the crime scene? Yeah. Mr. White,
Nice.
it was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand.
What?
Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that?
Teculosity.
Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place.
Sorry if that was loud.
No, he was,
I tried moving away.
he was
I
talking
tried
such a
yelling from the distance.
Yeah. He was talking such a big game, and now he's just like, oops. Mr. White? Mr. White,
Show your transformation.
you did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor. I, Miss Mia.
Heh, looks like we're about to get our verdict.
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
What? Ugh, I forgot about Edgeworth.
Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap.
The wiretap? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain.
I really don't like the way this is headed.
As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who?
No, you wouldn't.
Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles.
Give me a break.
Yes. In order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand.
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
The localizer had fun with naming them Wright and White, huh?
Yeah, and then May and Faye.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. So many words.
Bang, bang, bang. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping.
Leave it to me.
I feel faint again.
It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand.
So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound?
Correct. That is right.
I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Gah, what am I supposed to do now?
Good luck, Phoenix.
Yeah, okay. Okay, it was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Wasn't there something to say when the light stand was ordered or something?
Yeah, the receipt that has Maya's name on it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Should we just press first, maybe? Do you have proof?
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Huh, right. Okay, which... Entered Fay & Co., place wiretap, saw glass, light stand. Let's just try. I don't know if it'll let me.
Too early.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations. Yeah. I mean, you know... It was the beginning of September. Okay. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May?
Unidentified fingerprints, several days old, were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's.
And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints.
Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices.
Alright. Why did you tap me this phone?
Oh, sorry. This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality.
Why did you notice something so as innocuous as a light stand?
The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all.
Damn it, there's nothing there for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Okay. Live for a few minutes. Broken beyond recognition. I don't know. Okay, the week before the murder, beginning of September. Was there anything timing before September? Entered a check. Thinker, clock, lamp. Okay, nothing there. Alright, let's just try this one again. Oh, proof. Noted wiretap.
Tisk, tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor.
Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! Who's that?
I know that voice. Huh? Mia?
Never give up, Phoenix.
What? Mia? Mamma Mia. Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost a trial. I was hallucinating.
Ah, you're finally awake.
Gak!
Passes out again. Hey, Phoenix! Cack, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Ooh.
You're...
I have mixed feelings.
Uh-huh.
Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers.
So, Maya's channeling you, Mia?
That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you.
Oh, but...
We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Huh?
You have that receipt in the court record, right?
Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on.
Phoenix, White wrote that, not me.
So, what do we do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? It's just a regular receipt. It looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand.
We just presented it too early, fam.
Date of purchase, September 4th. I mean, he read it out early. Like, when we picked it up, he read it out.
I know.
I knew it.
I know.
4th.
We know.
Nah.
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Oh, whoa.
Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder.
He said he saw the stand the week before the murder.
There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right. Risk update.
Yay. We did it, fam.
Yay.
Oh, yo.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yeah, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But as
Pretty
Mr. Edgeworth noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We did it, fam.
Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at this other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Faye & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, The stand could not have been there.
I'm not doing that.
Uh-huh. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you?
No, it's impossible.
Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of...
No. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There... Oh my god, I'm going to murder you, Sarum.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
That's the next trial.
And...
There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent.
Huh.
Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Checked. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence.
I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end it now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up and helped me after all.
Mr. Your Honor, may I go home?
Of course, thank you for your time. Gah.
The witness will stay.
Mia?
Phoenix, read this note out loud.
Mia, what's this? Memo. Your Honor, if I may... You're quite persistent today, Mr. White. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened.
Stop! Desist! Hold! Please, stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now, or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirit it was.
Hey!
Well. This court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty.
Whee!
Yeah, confetti. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae.
I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side.
I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live.
As long as you live.
My time here is running out.
Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long.
What? No, there's still so much to say.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Chief.
I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock?
The office.
I'll see you later.
Chief, Mia.
Look,
Oop. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
you came.
Mia.
I was kind of worried you might not.
Huh? Of course I came.
Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia?
You should see your face.
Mia?
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya.
Maya.
What? Did I look like my sister?
Look like you were her.
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you?
Maya, why are you here?
Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of? Huh?
She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said it's what your friend Larry calls you.
Nick.
You know what this means? We're partners!
You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault that I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Right in Kola offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah, thanks, Maya.
Aww. Aww.
Phoenix's face.
Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right, okay, Nick, let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting.
Okay, wait up. Yay!
The end.
Oh.
I think this is a good stopping point.
A brand new episode that we'll do later, maybe.
Yay! 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 Yay!
Okay, that was fun.
Heck yeah!
Bye-bye.
Bye.